Hello, my name is Rubendran and we have conducted a survey of climate change for Project Scientific Inquiry, and this is the video that we are taking. My name is Rubendran and my team members, there are 4 people, which including me, Sufi, Mizan and Akif, and we have conducted a survey and we received more than 50 responses from the students and staffs from Universiti. And basically this survey is about climate change, which is occurring everywhere, which is likely caused by human activities, and it lead to more important risks such as a wider range of human and natural resources, and these unexpected risks cause more dangers and more severe problems. Nevertheless, perception of climate change as threat dangers have been rising up past 2 years due to severity and increased frequency of changes and causes. Although many resources are bind together to overcome this climate change, therefore increasing people awareness play a major role in overcoming this problem. For the abstract part, based on the survey that have been conducted, public opinion supports our survey and the factors and influence that happen during this climate change, especially students and staff from UTP. A number of factors including the experience of extreme weather events have been occurring and getting worse in developing countries. This study attempts to investigate the risk of perceptions of climate change among residents and influence of experience, a huge, big and tremendous experience by the residents. The country that is facing more problems, it shows results which the perspective of developing country into knowledge based on this climate change perspective and extreme weather events. So therefore, these abstracts that have been conducted, results shows victim shows a higher risk of acknowledgement, and they are being more concerned of this climate change was shown during this survey that is conducted.
Literature review. Climate change is a change in the statistical distribution of weather that often relates to the increase in global average temperature, which remains for a long period of time. It only occurs in certain areas. It gradually changes the pattern of life, flora and fauna in that particular area, and leading towards the destruction of Mother Nature. Scientific evidence show that climate variability and change pose give serious risk to people in developing countries across the globe. Health authorities and researchers from international levels to local levels recognize the serious threats and health that climate change poses, are taking protective measures to reduce current impacts and future risk. Climate change threatens to disrupt the life support systems in which humans depend, and therefore, in concert with other global environment changes, threatens our survival. In 1990s, with the development of computer systems and other advanced techniques, it was confirmed that greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and etc. are the main cause behind this climate change. Methodology. Our survey is conducted to assess the level of awareness among the Malaysian public about climate change. The survey's goal includes gathering information on general environmental views and awareness of global environmental issues. For primary data collection, overall approach taken by us is that we conducted the survey using question through Google Form. We managed to get 56 respondents to respond in these questions. Other than that, our secondary data collection method comes in form of observation, asking questions, and discussions. We delivered the questions to our respondents through electronic devices and hand-in questionnaires. We have 28 questions from many types, such as factual, divergent, and evaluative. Apart from all the questions, our methodology from this title is more to qualitative analysis because most of the questions are open-ended and evaluative questions. Next, by using features from Google Form to eyes from the survey, we managed to get the results automatically from the answers given in the form of pie or bar chart. And from our side, we are not even biased in choosing or rejecting those 56 respondents. Instead, we randomly choose from them to analyze 50 among and collected data. From the first day of surveys, there are many problems that we afflicted with. One of them, people were lazy to answer the questions because the questions were too long. So, what we did to overcome this problem is we guide them and follow them along the way so that if they do not understand any questions, we can explain to them roughly. Overall, the methodology used is to focus on getting more data from qualitative analysis. We see more in analysis questions part to understand more about the people's response.
Data analysis, the most crucial parts. We only get 14.5% people that joining the environmental organization. Then we can see that air pollution is the highest voted. Air pollution is the most concern because by the observation today and what Malaysia has experienced, there is a haze of the forests have been burned out. And we can see by the research from Chin, Dipito, Tulip and Asphalt in 2019 stated that up to 75% pollution in Malaysia is caused by the factory, by the open burning, and then that is all produce all the substance that will harm the human body. Has air pollution ever affected our life and our family? Which the majority of the respondents said yes. And then we can say that the Ministry of Health MOH Malaysia in 2013, the second highest illness was respiratory cause of both hospitalization, which is 12.4% of cases, and mortality is 21.7% in Malaysia. So any other effect of air pollution from the list above, most of the respondent is concerned about their health and the effect of the world. As one of the respondents said, air pollution contains a chemical that can affect the corrosion of the buildings and can affect the wildlife of animals, oceans, and all people. Cambridge University Press in 2011 stated that the material that is sensitive are stones, ferrous alloy that will decay over time. And furthermore, for the last month, there was a video of birds falling from the sky due to haze and failing of respiration. If this problem will continue, more animals will be affected. And for the number 6 question, the majority of the respondents said no, and 88.9% to be specific said no about this. 7, most of the respondents said yes. In Malaysia, we can see that over time it will be scorching hot, and then it will suddenly rain, and then it will sunrise again, and then it will rain again, and it will be repeated, changing, and there is no pattern. The causes is global warming. The majority of respondents said that they heard about the climate change. So, in question 10, what they know about it, and these are the answers. It says about the extreme of hot weather, unstable weather, the ecosystem of the earth is drastically changed, the natural phenomena of causes by the humans. We can say about the logging, the deforesting, and then all about the factory. So basically the majority of people said about the temperature itself. So where do the respondent heard about this climate change? The highest voted, which is the internet, and the second is the television. So from the internet. So nowadays internet is the most easy thing to be approached. People nowadays, all of them have a phone. There's Google in it, and everything is in the internet. Everyone share about the news in it. It is hard to say that there is no one really knows about this matter because internet is everywhere. The majority of respondents said this issue of climate change is very important. Everyone is concerned about the earth and for the future generation. The world is getting older every day. There are so many damage that we have done to this earth.
As for conclusion, we can see how the effects of climate change are seriously affecting our environment, health and biodiversity. If there are still no action taken to prevent the climate change, our Mother Earth will slowly destroy. Furthermore, if deforestation activity still continues, they will be having many different consequences to our environment. It can clearly be seen that climate change is not only destroying our Earth, but also affecting our life psychologically, physically and emotionally. Climate change will also lead to psychological problems such as post-traumatic disorder, stress, anxiety and violence among the communities. So, in In order to protect our environment and give our next generation to have a better place to stay, we must always work hand in hand on knowing how to prevent the climate change, such as stop cutting of trees, save energy, carpooling, and etc. Therefore, let us work together to protect and love our beautiful Mother Earth that given by God and try keeping it as healthy as it.